Capricorn, Healing Grasshopper here to do your second week in February reading, the 8th to the 14th. So, first card. Okay, what's new? This is typical Capricorn, um, working. Um, but there is an air of kind of satisfaction with this card. Hello, boss. Excuse me, I'm working here. You came to say hello? Say hi, Cappies. Okay. Okay, let's go play or something, okay? Okay, sorry about that. Oh, I just picked up this card. I think this was meant to come. This is here, right? Yes. Reversed. Okay, so as usual, we are working towards our goal, but they're this isn't different than some of the other cards like like the Seven of Pentacles, where you're like, oh, I'm tired. I don't know if this is gonna produce what I want. This is working diligently and confidently towards a goal. There's no fatigue or disgruntlement here. This is Capricorns um riding their second wind here, or maybe 2000th wind, but you know what I mean. From the past handful of years and weeks and months of trying to shake that feeling like we're getting nowhere. Um, and now it's like things really feel like it's kicked into gear, and it doesn't necessarily mean that we're 100% on board yet with the like, yay, everything's going my way. But at least we don't feel resistance from the universe like before. So we're like, okay, phew, I can get to work now and not feel like I'm spinning my wheels. Um, the Ten of Swords is pain being over and done with. Um, but we're starting to feel like it's over and done with. We're starting to believe that. We have our eyes out on the horizon here. See, this yellow here is like the sun coming up, um, and starting to chase away the darkness, you know? Um, so this is a turning point where things are starting to feel lighter for us. Um, but let's try, Cappies, to hold on to this feeling and hold on to this faith, because let's not forget that Capricorns, of course, are children of Saturn, and we in our lives, take two steps or forward and three steps back sometimes, you know. But we get there eventually. And I know it sounds like I'm raining on your parade, but the reason why I'm saying that is because our our hopes, our dreams, our faith is very fragile right now, and we have a little bit of exhale here. I just don't want us to unravel when there's a little bit of a setback um, or a speed bump in the future, because there will be speed bumps. But we are headed in the right direction, is what I'm saying. So, you know, just remember what I said. You are right to feel this way. Don't go back on this feeling. What else we got here? The Hierophant. Yeah, see. The Hierophant is about obligations like work, commitments, contracts, marriages, that kind of thing. The things that, um, we have to deal with in life. So, all this is saying is that you are working towards your goals and taking care of business type statement here. And putting the worst behind you. Both of these, yeah? Queen of Pentacles, right? So it's under the Eight of Pentacles here, where we have stability, working towards stability, utilizing our creativity and our manifestation abilities here to create that stability. Here we have the Eight of Cups, which is so perfect. It's under the Ten of Swords. This is pain, right? Moving away from pain. Here we have the same type of energy, moving away from that which no longer serves us, with the feeling that there's something more for you out there, something missing in your life, and you're going to pursue that thing that you feel is missing in your life. That's good energy. We've got the Sun card. You know what? Let's have a few more. Oh, we're really flying out today. Yeah. One more. Okay. Yeah, sure. Of course. Not surprised to see the Ten of Wands here. We'll get to it in a moment. The Sun goes here. Reversed? No. This is here, here, here. And this was our last card, right? Okay. Lovely. What are you moving towards? Better days. So you're headed in the right direction. You're headed towards happiness and fulfillment. Um, so by the way, those of you especially who are starting new businesses, at some point are going to work out for you. So Cappies, those of you who are already working on businesses, there's your answer. But those of you who are contemplating it, stop contemplating it and get to work, because Spirit is clearly saying here that it's going to work for you. Um, and those of you, especially with Pisces in your chart, don't forget to follow your moon, rising, and north node signs, not just your sun's signs, your sun sign. um, because you'll get a more complete picture that way. But anyway, especially the ones with Pisces in their chart. Um, make sure that you don't stay stuck in the planning stages, because Capricorn is very much the sign of I don't want to do it unless I get it right. Um, but not as much as Virgo. Virgos really will obsess over those things. Um, but to a degree, Cappies can be like that as well. But don't forget that we're cardinal signs, okay? Cardinal signs are the starters. We're very good at starting. Let's put that energy to work in this week because your chart is very much supportive of whatever that is. If there's, the other thing I was going to say about the whole Piscean thing, if you have more than one idea, get yourself a journal, or maybe you can open up an Excel spreadsheet and start writing these things down and really designate a day or a few hours to really look over these things and prioritize them. Because if you have more than one idea, of course, you're going to have to choose one over the other and prioritize them. So, but take the time to do that this week. Ask Spirit to guide you and help you prioritize. But I have a strong feeling that you should really start this week. Um, and I haven't looked at the astrology for this week. I'm sure there's a reason for it astrologically. Um, but anyway, let's move on. Okay, so listen, I just checked on the new moon. The new moon is February 17th. Um, so it's actually next week. So it's really good to start projects on the new moon because you have uh, it's the beginning of waxing energy. Um, so it's very good to sow seeds and that kind of thing to start things. So in this week, let's prepare to start and let's aim to make some kind of a starting step on the 17th. How about that? Okay. Um, Knight of Swords. We have a sense of urgency um, that you can see in this card. This guy is charging forward on a galloping horse. Um, this is a very dynamic card full of movement. Um, so that is where my urgency is coming from here. Like, let's not procrastinate. Let's not linger because there's too much to gain. Knight of Swords can have a caveat of um, sometimes, depending on the placement in the reading and the cards around the reading, around the card. Um, but not here. You have all supportive cards around the Knight of Swords. So the message here is don't delay. That sense of urgency that you have, you should capitalize on and really use it for let it motivate you instead of make you feel anxious. So your next card is Temperance, which is um, an alchemizing card which says a lot under the Eight of Cups here in the center of your reading, where you are starting to change your attitude towards your life, where it was very much like, we're going to talk about this in a moment. Ten of Wands energy, like, oh, I'm tired, I'm exhausted. When am I going to get there already? Am I ever going to get there? Why is the universe so difficult? Make Why does the universe make things so difficult for me, so hard on me? And we're starting to transform that into a, hold on a second, is the universe actually lightening up on me? Do I Dare I say that I'm feeling supported? That's what this is. This is like an about face in your attitude. Um, Nine of Cups is emotional stability, and you have it under the Sun and the Hierophant. This is a feeling that the things that you need to deal with in life that are usually feel cumbersome, like your job, your business, your marriage, your contracts, your um, taxes, the things that you are obligated to deal with in life no longer feel heavy, and they are feeling more, um, they're feeling more manageable, is the word I'm looking for, right? But then you have a conclusion here of the Ten of Wands, which is not surprising. Okay, this is the phew, I'm tired. When am I going to get there already? This guy is so encumbered that he can't even see his path forward, and he can't see that he's almost arrived at his destination. And for those of you who follow me, you've probably heard this before. One of my favorite memes um, is the guy, the miner, who is mining for gold or treasure, and he's shown, it's kind of comic book style, stacked on top of each other, the pictures. And the first one is him hacking away at a wall. Um, And the next frame is him walking away and throwing the pickaxe to the ground like he's giving up, but it shows just beyond where he was digging a huge pocket um, of treasure. Where if he had just persevered through, a couple of more swings of that pickaxe, he could have arrived at his goal of finding the treasure, but he gave up just moments before he got there, right? That image usually comes up with this card. Um, be sure not to give up on yourself and on your dreams, which I don't know, that's not really something that you need to warn a Capricorn of, because that's really what we're made up of, perseverance. Um, Cappies, just continue to be Cappies. Hold on to that feeling that all Capricorns are born with. I'm a Capricorn Sun, by the way. So I know that feeling. No matter how difficult things get, there's and no matter how pissed off and fed up we get, we always have that unspeakable feeling indescribable feeling. Like we know that it's there somewhere. We know that we're going to get to it someday. And here it is. It's there. We are approaching our goals. We just have to keep persevering and we've got to hold on to our faith. So, any clarity cards? Advice cards. Um, Higher self, Sonia Choquette, Whispers of Love. Sonia Choquette, Whispers of Love. Okay. Whispers of Love is Whispers of Love deck. It's very big. I can't shuffle this one. Okay. This one. Consider your foundation. Look at how committed you are to love. Okay. So, love. We're obviously not talking about, well, I was going to say we're not talking about romantic love. Romantic love can be included in this, but that's not really what Spirit is talking about. Spirit is talking about gratitude pretty much. Consider your foundation, right? First of all, we're earth signs. So, foundation is a big catchword for earth. Foundation. Um, our foundation as Capricorns and our ability to move forward, but also our foundation, what we already have in our lives um, to be grateful for, our competence, our skills are part of our foundation, also our loved ones. Um, So that can mean anyone in our family, including our romantic relationships, our emotional support. But the love here that Spirit is pointing to is divine love. So this is the antidote to here, to Ten of Wands. The opposite of fear is love. And all of this here that's been feeding our pain and our anxiety here is fear. Fear of failure, fear of not attaining our goals, fear of um, financial instability. You know, we're gonna, you know, name the elephant in the room with Capricorn here. Because that's 90% of our anxiety in the world is worrying about finances. So the antidote again to anxiety and fear is love. So the love that we derive from our loved ones, but also divine love, the love that we know that's there for us um, from our spirit guides, from the divine, right? That is always there to support us and help us if we ask for it. So, do we have any more advice cards? No. That's the reading, guys. So, let's hop on those ideas and start formulating them this week so that we can be ready to and okay, so one more thing. because I just got a tiny bit of like yuckiness in the pit of my stomach. I don't want to create any anxiety for you, Capricorn, that you have to hurry up and start a whole business, get an LLC together, and all of that by the 17th. No, no, no. That's not what I mean. Let's say you have three ideas. We're going to make it real simple. One's a restaurant, one's a bookstore, and the other one is an online t-shirt business, right? Um, this week you are going to research what it takes to get all three of those off the ground. How much is it going to cost you? How much are things projected to, how long is it going to take for you to turn a profit? How much will your rent be? All those kind of things that you need to get together before you start a business. Start researching those things now. Um, you don't have to know everything about all three of them, but the basics, so that by the 17th, you can make a choice like, okay, I think I'm going to do the t shirt business. Okay, I think I'm going to do the restaurant, whatever it is. You don't have to sign a lease on the restaurant or anything like that. Just so that by the 17th, you have declared to the universe what you're going to do. That's all. And then take it from there. Easy steps. We're not going to rush too crazy. Okay? So if you have any questions, tell me how this resonates. You have any suggestions, anything? I will be in the comment section to answer you because I answer every single one with glee. I love hearing from you guys, and it really does make my day and perk me up to hear from you guys because it's really tough being a small content creator. So it really cheers me up to hear from you guys. So talk to me. Um, don't forget to like and subscribe. Um, I'm trying to grow my channel. So every single subscription and like really does something for me and my channel. So it's a quick gesture that costs you nothing. Okay, so please help me out. Um, don't forget the notification bell because you have many, many videos to come. Don't miss them. Um, and you don't necessarily have to wait for a notification bell. If you um, think of the channel, come have a look at the channel, see if there's anything new for you to watch because I'm putting something out almost every day. Um, and I'm going to start doing timeless and astrological events again soon. Um, for those of you who are really inclined to helping this channel grow, the other thing you can do is go have a look at my playlist section. I have many made. Um, there's there's a Capricorn channel and many others. Choose one, set it to autoplay, and have it on as background noise as you go about your daily tasks. Um, also, while you're winding down in bed and even sleeping, because watch hours are really what a small channel needs to grow. So I thank you in advance, and I will speak to all of you soon. Love, light, and many blessings.